Hey, Scootopians, Old Man Dan here. Welcome to Scootopia. Let me ask you a question. What scooter would appear if we mix an electrifying potion of NAMI, VSET, Bronco, and Dualtron? I think I found the answer. Join me and subscribe. Let's go. Today, we're going to talk about the TEVERUN Fighter Supreme. Now, TEVERUN hooked up with Mini Motors, and you know, TEVERUN's the maker of the Blade. They hooked up with Mini Motors to create the Supreme. They have the Fighter 11 as well and the Fighter Mini, but we're going to be talking about the Supreme today. This scooter is amazing. But let me just get the elephant. Let me deal with the elephant in the room. You all are looking at my arm. I see you looking. Yep. We all go down. It's not a matter of if, but when, you know. So it could have been worse, but I did rupture my UCL on my thumb. Got about 2.5 more weeks on this cast, and the cast goes off, start my therapy, and it's all good. A little damage on the pinky, but it's no big deal. But I did it on this scooter, so it's kind of apropos that I get to talk about the TEVERUN Fighter Supreme. I'm here, man, in San Rafael, California. I'm at Mini Motors USA, and thanks to John and Cooper for having me down here and hosting me today. But let's get into it. Let's talk about the TEVERUN Fighter Supreme.
About to meet the man, Old Man Dan. Was about the mud to help mankind. Start a scooter club, I know you're fine, cause you're just like that. You bend over backwards to help a man. You strap up, you boot up, you throw on your colors. Get ready to hang, riding with the fellas. Yeah, on that glorious crusade. Helping those in need. Now they got it made. West Coast scooter, yeah.
Beautiful. It is a beautiful, you can see Dualtron influence on this scooter. There are some other things that you might look at and say, oh, wow, I see that. I see that scooter. I see this scooter. You know, like somebody might look at that light and say, oh, man, I know what scooter that's from. But this is a beautiful scooter. Let's start at the top. All right. I love the way they kind of have these handlebars. It has a slight curve on it. They're 25.5 inches wide. All right. Not as wide as we typically want when we're, you know, when you're going out on the road, but for going off road, nice width. All right. I love the grips. The grips on these are really locked in. When you get grips that you can really tighten up, you don't have to worry about them swiveling or moving. OK, you have the multi-switch that has the lights, has turn signals left and right. And then this is the horn. Don't talk about that horn. It's a good horn for paths. And, you know, when you get on paths and trails, because it's not going to scare the pedestrians too much. But on the streets, might need something a little beefier. This also comes with the NFC so that you can lock your scooter. And when you're, you know, when you're not riding it, you can lock it and unlock it. You just take your tags. And you can also program these tags to your phone, too, so you can use your phone and don't have to worry about the tags. And then you just tap. And when you tap it once, it turns off. You tap twice. And it should turn on. So I'll turn this button on. And there's the 3.5-inch TFT color display. This display is similar to your display that's on the NAMI and on the Wolf King GT. It's better than the NAMI and right right just a little lower than the GT. The GT is probably one of the clearest of them all, but this one right here is right there with it. It's right under that. All right. So you have that 25.5-inch bars. You have the TFT. You have the multi-switch, and then over here is where you set all your P settings. You go to your M, and your M takes you to different settings here where you get a chance to see your status, your temperature of your motors. You also go down here and you can see your trip, your speed info, and also keeps up with your miles, how many miles you've done and everything. If you want to change your speed settings, you go to the plus or minus. Plus takes it up to 3, 4, and 5. 5 speed settings, and you can set those speed settings in your settings to, just like on your Cabo Wolf King, where you can literally get the 1. So I'll just go to 5. That'll be my fast one. Go to 1, it'll be my slow one, so you can set that up. All right. Also, you can set your speed from kilometers per hour to miles per hour. And then on the top, you have a clock and you have your battery, how much your battery is charged. Okay. This scooter right here comes with the Zoom hydraulic brakes. And what I like in the wire management now, with a lot of people are doing this, manufacturers, is they're literally doing the plug and play. This is a game changer. It's a lifesaver. Who doesn't want plug and play? Because nobody wants to go through your steering pole all the way through your deck trying to remove wires to change or fix, a lever or change your motor out or whatever. This scooter is plug and play through and through. Look at this steering pole. Oh my God. This steering pole is very, very thick. And I've ridden it. So you don't, the Dualtron shimmy that we get, you don't get that with this steering pole. All right. It has a 2000 lumen light, just like the one that's on the NAMI. And coming down to your folding mechanism, it has the lever folding mechanism that a lot of people like because it makes it really, really easy. But when it comes to Dualtron machines we don't like those clamps. So this right here is love. So it's easy. So you have a kind of a switch for here that you pull up, just like on the Segway GT2, and you pull that back. Once you get that back, you push a button. Let me come around over here so we can show them this. So once you push this lever up to release the latch, and then you push this button, kind of pull forward so you can get it, and then come on down. All right. It does have the ability to lock into itself. So you have that. You lock it into itself right there. And that makes things easy because your steering pole is not swinging around all over the place. So it makes it easy for moving it around. And then you just clamp that in and it's locked. It's locked in. All right. Coming down, you see how robust the headset is, kind of matching this thick and heavy duty steering pole. All right. The swing arms, and these are all forged. This is all forged, no cast, all forged aluminum. All right. We have the adjustable hydraulic suspension so that you can adjust loose to the left and tight to the right. So when you're trying to go on off-road, you go loose, and if you're going fast, you go tight. All right. Then the tire huggers. I love these tire huggers, and they're plastic tire huggers, but they're really rigid tire huggers. They cut good coverage front and back. You have the 11x4 tubeless pneumatic, and these are the self-healing tires. But guess what? It also has the split rim, and these split rims give you that solid, tight seal. All right. I love the split rims, making tire changes, making flats, all of that kind of maintenance. Very, very easy to do. All right. Comes equipped with a steering damper. All right. So have a standard steering damper. And so for that speed, when I got on it and rode it, I took it to 45 miles per hour. It wasn't charged fully, and so I couldn't get it any faster. Of course, that's the ride that I ruptured my UCL on. And it has the 160 millimeter rotors, the Zoom hydraulic brakes. The deck is 21 inches long, 10 inches wide. Okay. Then you have, and I love the rake on your footrest. The rake on the footrest is comfortable enough to actually ride the scooter with your foot in a comfortable position. So it's not too high and it's not too low. So it's a pretty good rake. All right. Coming on back, you'll find that in the back you have your this tire hugger is very well placed, so you don't get any debris on your clothes, on the back of your clothes, and all of that. And then, of course, the Zoom hydraulic brakes with the 160 millimeter rotors. You have the adjustable hydraulic suspension in the rear as well, so you can adjust your rebound, soft or stiff, and just like in the front. All right. This scooter does come with front and rear turn signals, which is every scooter should come with front and rear facing turn signals, a headlight, tail light, and brake light, and a horn. Those 5 features should come on every scooter. So they nailed it by putting them on front and back. Has a very robust kickstand. I love this kickstand so it can actually hold the weight. The weight of the scooter is 99 pounds. It comes with a 72 volt, 33.6 amp hour pack, which is about 2,914 watt hours. All right, so this scooter is dialed in on the motors. 4,000 watts of power, 4,000 watts of power gives you 8,000 watts of nominal power. So you can really get this scooter up to 67 miles per hour. Some people are getting it faster than that. So the manufacturer says 62, but what I felt in this scooter, it'll go faster than 62. Okay, so it's definitely going to be up against your Thunder 3. It's going to be up against the Ryan Apex. It's going to be up against the E-Move Roadster. You know, you have these scooters that are coming out that the GTR, Cabo GTR. So that's all of those are comparable with this TEVERUN Fighter Supreme. I love it. I love the deck space. I love it. I mean, everything about it is just a really, really nice riding scooter. All right. This scooter goes for about, I think it's $4,190, the retail price. Check with Mini Motors USA. I think they got a sale going on right now. But make sure you check in. Tell them Old Man Dan sent you, and they're going to roll out the red carpet for you. I guarantee it. So who's this TEVERUN Fighter Supreme for? Well, it's for experienced riders for sure, because it's not a slouch. It is a scooter that has power. But the good thing about all power scooters as you can set your settings down to intermediate riders. So this is the TEVERUN Fighter Supreme, and you know, stay tuned. I got more coming out on this scooter and some other scooters, and we're getting ready to do the line. We're going to do something about the Thunder 3 coming up, so keep your eyes peeled. All right, this is Old Man Dan saying make sure you subscribe to my channel, like, share my videos, tell a friend, leave a comment down below, and we'll see you next time. And remember, whenever, wherever you ride, always wear your safety gear. So, Old Man Dan, I'm out.
About to meet the man, Old Man Dan. Was about the mug, to help mankind. Start a scooter club, I know you're fine, cause you're just like that. You bend over backwards to help a man. You strap up, you boot up, you throw on your colors. Get ready to hang, riding with the fellas. Yeah, on a glorious crusade, helping those in need. Now they got it made. West Coast scooter.